Alright, lesson 15, creating a toy truck. In this lesson, you will create a toy truck from 3 shapes. Make a copy for the shape of the primitive editor. Make combination for the region, more complex object. Check with the data tree with the accuracy list connection with the database. Assign material property with the combination editor. Identify the difference for the OK, accept, apply, reset, cancel, and dismiss. Identify on-screen help options. Identify the stacker options. Experiment with the attributes for the Camo Shader. Previous lessons, you created edited shape with a pretty for the simple opposition. Lessons focus with creating a slightly more complex objective of the toy truck from the command with the window of the complete of the truck, but you should be look with a similar for the following truck. Ray trace truck toy truck design. By creating a new database, the truck is the G is the name for the new database. Created RPP. Creating an RPP for the cab for the truck using the command. To take the cab of the truck, you will create a right parallel pipe using the insert command of the command window prompt type. Insert cable 1 sphere right parallel pipe, enter. MG will ask you to enter the value of the X minimum, Y minimum, Y maxes, Z minimum, Z maximum. Take type at the prompt. This 010101 enter will be make the value of the right parallel pipe, X minimum, and then 1 would be the X maximum, Y minimum, Y maximum, Z minimum, Z maximum. You could have either the streamlined version of the insert cable 1 sphere, right parallel pipe, 010101, enter. The cube shape would appear with the graphic windows as follows, the wireframe representing shape. Using inside the command with the create with the right parallel pipe for the hood of the cab. To make the head of the cab, you will need to make the right parallel pipe shape. This type you the inside of the command, the special command with the originally created with the hull of the objects such as gas tanks and boxes. However, it can be used to create a new shape that has some relationship with the pre-existing shape. In this lesson, you use to cut away with the material above the hood in front of the cab. You use the BurlCAD version 6.0 related to the command window prompt. Type the inside cable 1 shape. Cables off. 1 shape 0.5 would be the make face of the bottom, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 1 and negative 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 4, 5, 8, 5, 2, 3, 7, 6, and 12, 6, 5, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Those are the faces. Notice if the example of the negative check thickness number indicates that the cable's off, it will produce a there throughout the corresponding of the cable 1 shape. Remember the BurlCAD version with the later face with the right parallel pipe are numbered in different order with the previous version. So if you're using the pre-release 6.0 with the following parameter order must be with the aforementioned inside command, inside cable 1 shaft of the cable off cable right parallel cable off shape. The negative 1 would be your thickness. For the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes, and then you got the different faces on your thicknesses. Multiple plane mode. The design should resemble the following illustration. Truck cab with the cutoff. Even the right cylindrical shape. Create the wheel well with the cab. Make the cylindrical right cylinder. Even the created way with the spacing of the first wheel of the cab at the command window prompt. Make wheel wells. 1 shape right cylindrical center. Enter. Go to the edit menu, click over the primitive section, well, 1 shape of the after look to the left, you would go back to the edit, select the scale, reduce the size of the right cylindrical cylinder, and put the diameters about the right side of the wheel well, go back to the 8 and select the rotate, discover the previous one way, easily rotate the right cylindrical circle, use the control key with the left mouse with the button, drag the top line with the right cylindrical shape, down with the straight line with the end until the A's and C's edit labels overlap. However, because you will want to know what the flap of the lip over the object is exactly 90 degrees along with the x-axis. Better choice for the command line type. Alright, P would be I forget what P is, but it'd be 9000. It's after doing so, you should still have the set H and scale the ending the option. Reset the shift key with the left button most position of your wheel well. You're satisfied except that your design should look familiar with the multiple plane mode and multiple plane view of the truck with the first wheel base. Difference of between the OK and step apply, reset, cancel, dismiss. The UI MGD offers with the several options applying accepting with the requesting change of the made through the button to the bottom of the dialog pop-up window. Any of the options, just play with the opposed mouse cursor over the desired button. Click the left mouse button. Select accept or OK button will the MGD to record the changes you have made, the shape of the region combination. MGD using the accept OK buttons interchangeably. You can click on the accept OK of the window when you're using the will automatically close. The apply button of the MGD to apply the change you have made. Wait for the further instruction of the window. It does not automatically close, but it enables you to make the changes of several things without having to reopen the window for each change. The reset button tells the MGD to reset the value that you have changed within the dialog box to the last values you applied last. So the reset button does not load with the dialog box, but just cancel dismisses. Button discard any change of the build made in the dialog box. Leave the value of the unchanged with the last stored settings. The two buttons are closed with the dialog box. Using the primitive editor to make a copy of the wheel well. To make a copy of your wheel well with the edit menu of the primitive editor will contain the information on the last shape, information about the last shape edited through the dialog box on my primitive editor. That nothing has been edited. Your old shape's new with the name entry of the box with the type of the wheels one shape. Wells one shape. Press reset. Press enter while the cursor is still in the name of the entry box with the parameter of the old shape will replace those of the new shape. The primitive editor will change the looking something familiar with the example. Alright, go now to the name of the text box chain with a 1 to 2. Click on the OK chain with the front of the view menu. The edit primitive selection. Click on the wheel well 2 shape of the ship and left mountains. Drag with the new wheel into position shown in the following illustration. Check the alignment in multiple plane mode. Then click on the accept when you're finished. Placement of the second wheel, making the combination of the cab shape. And now take with the combination of the various cab shape of the combination cab 1 combination of the union cab 1 shape minus cab off 1 right parallel piping 1 shape minus wells 1 minus wells 2 shape. Enter. Making combination of cable 1 and making union cable 1 minus cable off the shape of the shape of the wells 1 and 2. Before you go any further, you should check your drawing tree with the tree cable 1 combination with cable 1 combination union cable off 1 wells 1 minus wells 1 wells 2. If the table LS is listed with the command window prompt, you should find that the database is combined with the cable 1 command and the cable 1 command shape, the cable off 1 command, wells 1 and wells 2 shape. You will find the mistake with a more complex object that will periodically refer to the list of the database and ensure the composed elements you want. Alright, creating right parallel plane right pipe for the body with the truck. Use the command to make the body with the truck type of the command prompt in the body 1 shape of the right parallel pipe, and then you have your 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the sides of your 8-sided shape. Now you should return one of the command with the MGD to do this. If you forgot, refer to back of the cab of the truck. The body of the truck, and sort of the front of the face slightly overlap the cab of the back of the face, showing the different view to make sure the body lines correctly with the cab. Except that you're changing, then you're done. Blast your design your truck now with the following look like the following. Use the primitive editor to make 2 or more wheel wells. To make the wheel wells, move the body of the truck. Repeat the step of making the second wheel well with the new shape of the wheel well shape 3 and wheel well shape 4. Multiple views now with the new shape of the position of the truck now looks similar to the following. And then it shows the wireframe representation truck of the wheel wells. Make combination truck body wheel wells. Make the combination truck body 2 new wheel wells. Name the body 1 combination tree, body 1 combination study. Say body 1 combination union, body 1 shape minus well 3 shape minus well 4 shape. 10. Making region with the cabin body. Before adding wheel to the truck, you need to make the region with the cab body at the commanding window prompt. Type the region, truck 1 region, union cable 1 combination, union body 1 combination. Enter. Alright, 11. Making wheels for the truck. Perhaps the best shape of the making the wheel with the torus for the creating with the shape through the command window with the correct side of the placement for the design without further editing. However, with the lesson design, you can practice rotating and translating shapes. To make the first wheel, type of the command window prompt in the wheels 1 shape torus and they have the 8 different values. First, the 000 is your vertex. The XY 574 pointed is your X, Y, and Z normal vector. Your outer radius would be 0.18, and your value of the radius of the 2 would be 0.8. Alright, change the view of the left and then edit the position with the wheels directly aligned with the wheel of the truck. You have the rotate with the tire, U with the control key, any with the mouse button with the set layout with the translate with the wheel in position appropriate, and check with the alignment with the several different ways. Views accept your change when finished. U with the permanent editor makes the second and third forward wheel to move each of these wheels in position until your truck looks like the following. Wireframe trucks and wheels. 12. Making a region with the wheels. Make it a region with the four wheels. When you're finished with the data tree of the wheel 1 region, should say wheel 1 region, wheel union, wheel 1, union 2, 3, and 4 shapes. Assign material property of the truck regions. Your truck is composed of the 2 regions, truck 1 region, wheel 1 region. You have the combination of the editor. You select with the truck 1 region. The combination editor. You have the camouflage shader created with the pseudo random tri-color camouflage pattern of the object with fractional noise pattern with the scatter. The shader offers lots of attributes, but when it's true that for now the best. Select the background color of black 000. Make the color 1 green 01 3440. Color 2 rust brown 164 9638. To make the pattern design proportional truck, select the nose size of the 0.25. Then apply selection combination editor. When the camo shader should look like this. Apply the black color of the plastic shader to the wheel 1 region, click OK, then retrace your design. Alright, 14, use the on-screen help option. You probably know if the menu with the MGD menu with the wide variety of the option with the white will choose the menu choice available to you with the target with a particular selection of the help you with the quicker access based information about the various MGD option with the program. Offer the context sensitive on-screen help feature. The on-screen help can be set with any of the menu pop-up the window pricing with the mouse cursor over the name of any of the option menu with the window. Clicking on the right mouse button not only play for the feature that does not work with the geometry portion of the graphics window where the design is drawn. Alright, 15, the stacker option. In the previous level, you apply with the color with the shade of the object to make it appear with the realistic. Sometimes, however, we will need to apply the 2 to 3 shaders of the object to give the design you want. The MGD offer the 3 categories: shaders, paint, plastic, and light. Any combination of the 3 types of shader that can be applied with the same object. Either the stacker option shader, many of the 3 plastic shader with the glass mirror and plastic. Plastic is used to give it the perception of space. They depth this, making the object with the surface shiny so that it reflects light. With the plastic shader is normally applied with the last in the stacker process. Paint shaders are usually apply pigment and texture of the surface of the object, color with the pigment and texture of the 3-dimensional quality of the surface of the material as the stucco paint. Pigment shaders are the camo texture and the texture black and white, fake star, cloud, checker, test map, projection. Texture shaders include the bump map, FBM bump, and TOUR bump. Paint shaders are normally applied with the first and second profit used in the combination with the plastic shader. The light shaders used to produce the illumination of the scene that helps produce the realism of the final image. With the light shaders, is actually technically complex and is not discussed with the tutorial. The camo shader involved with the applying pigment for the random pattern of the surface of any of the object. With the camo shader does not indicate the 3-dimensional nature of any object. If you want to use design show the depth, you will need to stack the camo shader with the plastic shader. Alright, using the stacker option. If you select the stacker option, open the combination edit with the truck 1 region, click on the button with the right with the shader over the entry box. Select the stack on the drop down button menu. The button with the words add shader will appear on the text box. Click on the button with the plan. Select the camo black with the background color with the 00 black for black color. 1 to green 0134 with the color 2 with the rust brown 164 9638. It makes the noise size 25. Add shader once again. Select plastic. At this point, with the combination editor will then have gone off at the bottom of the screen with the heaven to reduce the size of the window as much as you can drag over the top screen. The bottom of the bottom of the box should now appear with you can apply with your sections. Caution: when you use the stacker option, you need to keep the track with the number of the characters displayed for the shader text and with the MGD version. Previously released with 2.6 with the only recognized 64 character spaces, so be careful of stacking shaders with complex attributes. 17. Making combination for the truck region. Make the combination for the truck region. Type of the command window prompt. Combination truck 1 region. Combination truck 1 region. Wheel 1 region. Enter truck 1 combination. Enter. Your data tree shall look like this. Truck 1 union cable union body wells and 18. Retracing the truck with the last ray tracing in the truck. Last step of the creating in the truck with the ray tracer design with the ray tracer. Have the finished node at the top of the one side of the truck with the very dark. The razors pick up with the very little of the falling on them. Pick up with the very different. This is not specified light source, but on the scene of the MGD provided us with the set of the default light with the default consider the dim light location viewer bright with the one located to the left below with the low view where the primary limited light is really shining in the one side of the truck if it's dark. There's a special adjustment that you can make to improve the overall brightness of the scene. You can adjust the ambient light with any light that does not come in from a particular light source, but is the measurement of the light generally present with the scene. But adjust the amount with the ambient light with select the advanced settings with the ray trace control panel. Next, the other option, type A minus 8.19. Click dismiss, and now you can retrace your as much lighter image. To show the truck default lighting, truck added with the added lighting, ambient lighting. In the selection, you created a toy truck with a 3 shape, made a copy of the shape with the primitive editor, with the combination region of the more complex object shape with the data tree, with accuracy listed content. So for the database assigned material property, with the combination editor to identify the difference between the OK, accept, apply, reset, cancel, and dismiss. Identify the on-screen help and help option. Identify the tracker option. Experiment with the attributes for the Camo Shader. Alright, lesson 16, the learning, modeling techniques and structures.